Daytona
versus Venice.
In this video, we got a special guest that's going to tell us about the pros and cons of Daytona.
And since we are the experts here in Venice, we are going to tell you the pros and cons of Venice. We have invited Veronica here on the channel, and she's a realtor in Daytona, and we're getting started right now.
So first pro for Venice, I would say, is the slower pace. It's definitely got more of that small town feel, kind of laid back vibe. People just are a little more relaxed overall, I would say.
Yeah, it's like a small city, but so it's like a beach town that meets a little city.
And that's something you'll definitely notice through just about everything you do here. People are just in a little bit more relaxed mood. Things don't move quite as quick, traffic included. That's something we'll talk about later in the video. But overall, I just think it's pleasant for someone that likes that slower pace. If you want more of the big city life, maybe not for you then.
Tell us a pro about Daytona, Veronica.
My first pro is the affordability. It is so affordable to live here in beautiful Daytona Beach area. As a matter of fact, the cost of living here is below the national average. You can buy a home, as of this recording, a solid concrete block home, you can buy in the low 200s. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I have going live a 3-bedroom, 1-bath concrete home with a pool in Daytona Beach with a brand new roof for $200,000. It is such an affordable area. This home is close to the river, the beach, everything. That's just one example. I'm telling you, not only is the cost of buying a home, but the cost of living overall is incredibly affordable here in the greater Daytona Beach area. Hey, Jesse and Heydy, what do you have for us in beautiful Venice?
Our second pro is that people are very friendly. And again, that comes back down to being in a smaller town / city. Everyone's in a good mood always. If you're walking downtown, people will, just say hi, how are you? If you have a dog, like we have a dog, we walk with our dog all the time, and everyone's just like, she steals the show everywhere we go.
Everyone wants to say hi to her. Absolutely. And I guess that kind of goes with it's a very dog-friendly city. Yes. But absolutely, we've been to a lot of different cities throughout the United States, lived in Wisconsin or in a smaller city, and just compared to anywhere else we've ever been, I've never felt like the people were as friendly as they are in Venice. So I'd say that's definitely a major pro. What's another pro about Daytona though, Veronica?
My second pro is the beach. We are located on the world's most famous beach, and it's not called the world's most famous beach for nothing. It is absolutely breathtaking. It's a fun place to go spend the day with your family and friends at. As a matter of fact, we are one of the few beaches with the quartz sand, and the quartz sand is the sand that you can actually drive on the beach. Most areas of our beach, you are able to drive and park your car on it. Go ahead, pack up the kids, park your car on our beach, and have a little picnic right next to it while you listen to some music softly coming from your vehicle while the kids play in the water. It's just the perfect place to come and visit and or live, with the world's most famous beach located right here in beautiful Daytona Beach. Hey, Jesse and Heydy, what do you guys have for us?
Another pro for Venice is that it is great for families and retirees alike. We have great schools. We're in the Sarasota County school system, which is one of the highest rated districts throughout the country. We also, since it is smaller pace, smaller community, people are friendly. Like, we've heard of retirees actually going to like the football games for the kids. Like, even if they don't have a grandkid that goes to school, to high school here, they still go and just like support the kids. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's got like that tight-knit community sort of support thing going on. And there's lots to do for everyone, for all ages. Popular thing is the beaches here. We're known as the shark tooth capital of the world, so people will go there looking for shark's teeth. Little kids like that, adults like that, retirees are like that. All the different beach activities, and then there's enough to do, especially if you're into the outdoorsy type of stuff. If your kids like that, or if you're a retiree that likes that, there's no shortage of that here in Venice.
What's another pro in Daytona, Veronica?
And my third pro is the location. With Daytona Beach centrally located in Florida and along the East Coast, I honestly think you cannot ask for a better location. We are just a few hours from, say, Georgia, Jacksonville, Orlando, some of your bigger cities. You can be in the Keys, down South Florida there, within 5-6 hours if you like. We are in a fantastic location, and like I said earlier, with it being affordable, you go maybe 45 minutes, you could be in Orlando enjoying the nightlife, the pricey little restaurants or whatever they have there, and then come back and live the affordable lifestyle in Daytona Beach without ever breaking the bank. Hey, Jesse and Heydy, what do you have in beautiful Venice, Florida for us?
One con of Venice is that during the winter it can get very congested. There's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of people here, so if you want to go to like the grocery store or just shopping, it's going to take you a little while to get there. And not only that, but like going actually shopping and being in the store, you're going to notice a lot more people. So the pace, even though like we have a slow pace here, it's even slower in winter. The traffic is not dangerous by any means, but it does move very, very slow.
Yeah, and I think that's some of the frustrations come from, already it's a slower pace to begin with, but then when you have a lot of other people here on top of it, and like some areas it's 3 lanes and everyone's driving exactly 45 and a 45 mile an hour speed limit or less sometimes, you really can't weave between traffic to get where you're going. It's gonna hold you up. There's not a lot of traffic backups like in bigger cities, but it will slow things down just because everyone's going slower. And then also, like she said, like with restaurants, grocery stores, like restaurants, there might be longer wait times to get in. Aisles are just more congested when you're in a store. So things like that are things that kind of stink during the winter months, but at the end of the day, it helps the economy go here, so we don't complain much, and it kind of brings a new energy to the city.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like a double-edged
more
sword.
lively almost.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people always in the downtown area. The other thing too is Venice downtown, it's known as the island, so there is 3 different bridges to get on the island. If one of those bridges goes up, congestion, it's very, very bad. Like, it doesn't matter where you're going, it's gonna take you forever to get to where you're going just because the traffic just gets so backed out.
Yeah, it'll sometimes back up traffic 2 lights away from that bridge.
Yeah.
So just to put things in perspective, that's like our big stop, like you would get in a big city rush hour. Like that's the closest thing we have to something along those lines, I would say.
And when the kids get out of school
Yes.
too, in high school, it can get congested. Our high school, it's right in the downtown area as well. So it can get very congested, but it's only a matter of 30 minutes to an hour, and then everything like pretty much clears out. So like we have clear rush hours, but you just learn to not go out maybe unless you have to during those rush hours, and you'll be fine.
Tell us a con about Daytona, Veronica.
Now, along with some of the pros do come some cons. My first con is, well, it's actually throughout Florida. It's the heat and humidity. Now, don't get me wrong, the winter months when we get a lot of you snowbirds down here, the weather's absolutely beautiful. But there's a few months out of the year where it is so hot and so humid. It's almost, to me, anyway, almost unbearable. Now there's an easy fix for that. Thank goodness we have this invention called air conditioning. You have an air-conditioned home, air-conditioned vehicle, go to an air-conditioned mall. It's an easy fix. Or better yet, go visit our world's famous beach and just spend the day on the beach, where there always tends to be a nice cool breeze going on over there, even in the hottest days of our summers. Hey Jesse and Heydy, what do you have as a con for us down in Venice?
Here's a unique con I'd say about Venice, at least when compared to like if you go to the beach north in Sarasota, the sand is quartz there and it's nice and cool. It does get really, really hot here in Venice, Inglewood, really this entire area south of Sarasota during the summer months. So something that you have to keep in mind. I mean, where the water is actually coming onto it, then it's cool, but during like the peak heat of the summer months, it'll be pretty hot, like almost feels like you're gonna burn your feet. So you need your sandals or your aqua socks or whatever it is that you do.
And the other con with that too for me is that the sand is not as nice as in Siesta Key. It's a little more grainy, so it doesn't make it as nice, but it just depends what you're in the mood for. Do you just want to go and lay down on the sand? Do you want to go hunt for shark's teeth? It just depends what you're in the mood for. So they can be great for some things like walking and stuff. You get used to it. It's not like it pokes you too bad, but yeah, it's not horrible, but it's what comes with being on a beach that has a lot of sharks' teeth.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's all those sharks' teeth and shells. Like, so some of them are like really like they get crushed up from the waves or whatever, and there's little bits throughout the sand. But again, that con gives you the pro of being able to find lots and lots of sharks' teeth and seashells.
What's another con in Daytona, Veronica?
My second con is the bugs and critters. Yep, that's right. Again, not just exclusive to the Daytona Beach area, but throughout Florida. One of the main ones is those little gecko lizards you'll see everywhere. You may be ready to walk out your front door, one might be clinging to the screen door of your home. They're more afraid of you than you are of them, I assure you. But at first, it might take some getting used to. They're harmless. They're kind of everywhere. If you have a dog or a cat, they absolutely love chasing them, and that'll keep them clear from your home. But they are everywhere. Another thing we also have is those palmetto bugs. They look like, unfortunately, flying cockroaches. Those are pretty gross too. But I suppose anywhere you live, up north, out west, there's gonna be some type of bug or critter that you just don't appreciate. I don't know if everyone's gonna have alligators on their golf course like we have here, but again, I live in a golf course community. I've never been attacked by any alligator, even though they have been sighted on our golf courses here. Hey, Jesse and Heydy, what do you guys have?
Another con to Venice, at least for like the younger people or people that like shopping and going out a lot, is that we don't have as much shopping. We do have a few department stores and like little shops for like souvenirs and things like that, but we don't have like a big mall or a big outlet mall. But you're only about 25 to 30 minutes away to Sarasota, which the UTC mall there, it's great. Shopping there, it's like pretty amazing. And then for nightlife, we don't have as much nightlife either. It just depends, I guess, what kind of nightlife you're looking for. Our nightlife, it's more relaxed, maybe live music, but it's not like a club that's going to be, you know, like jumping by any means. But if you do want that, again, you're only 30-minute drive to Sarasota.
Yeah, and one thing to note, just to kind of put things in perspective, it's not like we don't have any shopping. We've got Walmart, Target, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Bell's Outlet. Like, there's a lot here overall, but it's not quite to that level of a big city with some of the other big box stores maybe you would want, but there is stuff here.
Tell us one more con about Daytona, Veronica.
Now my third con. Daytona Beach can be a little touristy. But the good news is it's a great opportunity if you live here to meet some wonderful people that come in to our town, which normally is only for about a week or two. And throughout the years, Daytona has done a fantastic job having our roads wide enough to handle the influx of extra tourists that come, say especially during a race event. Did you know in front of the Daytona Speedway, right there on International Speedway Boulevard, is actually 8 lanes of traffic? That is to help keep the traffic flowing during these events. Well, when there's not an event going, it makes it great for us locals to get around. But even during the events, the traffic flows pretty well, or as a local, there is workarounds you learn about how to go around this traffic and what time they're at. We also have like events like Bike Week, but again, those are primarily to beachside over there on Main Street and perhaps out US 1 in Ormond Beach by the Iron Horse. Other than that, which the traffic's really not too bad. And again, these events I'm talking about are usually just for like a week or two, if that. So yeah, it can get a little touristy where the traffic gets a little congested and maybe the shopping and parking in certain areas might be a little heavy. But to me, it's not really a con. I just know some it may be. Thanks, Jesse and Heydy. It's been great doing this video with you.
So if you guys found this video helpful and you want to see more about Daytona, make sure you check out Veronica's channel. We'll have it linked in the description down below.
And if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Venice and Sarasota areas, make sure to contact me. My information will be in the description box below.
If you found the video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, go do the same on Veronica's channel, and
Live breezy.